Welcome in. We are live at the Blue Cross Blue Shield Fearless Family Zone here at KeyBank Center, and we are with the almost birthday boy, Curtis Lazar. Countdown to 25. How does that make you feel?
I guess I'm getting old, but I better not say that too loudly in the room.
Hey, we're donning similar caps today, Cap of Hope. Great partnership with Roswell Park and the Sabres, and designed by some cancer patients that are so inspiring. So we're happy to wear these. They're available at Buffalo Wegmans and here at the Sabres store at KeyBank Center. KeyBank Center is going to be incredibly busy the next 2 weeks with all these home games coming up for you guys. And I don't want to overstate it, but I think it's fair to say there's a different energy in your group coming out of this break.
Oh, of course. I mean, everyone's refreshed and recharged, and like you said, is playing at home here for a lot of our games coming up and important stretch of the season. It's important. We feed off our fans, and I'm looking forward to the challenge, the opportunity. And
the opportunities seemingly change all the time, right? New line mates today.
Yeah. Again, you come into the rink and you got to see in the paper because you never know what's going to come about. But we got a great group of guys. I'm lining up with Jimmy Vesey and Kyle Poso, and I think we have a lot of good chemistry. We're a hard-working line and should be good.
I feel like the opportunity that's been given to you has been one that you've earned, embraced, and you're so consistent in your approach. Where did that consistency in your approach come from? We were off air talking about all the developmental years as you get up to this point.
Well, I'm getting old, right?
Yeah.
So, no, again, just experience. It's my 6th year here, around the NHL, and I'm finally starting to, figure it out. And I think it took a little bit longer than a lot of people anticipated. But, my game hasn't changed, like you said. I just try and go up there and work my hardest. But, the game's starting to slow down, and, I'm having fun. I'm relaxed. The guys have been great. The coaching staff's helped me out a lot. So, for myself, every time I step on the ice, it's an opportunity to grow and help our team win, and I'm just trying to fit in.
Can you notice a difference in coaching, even in the brief time that you've been at the highest level of hockey, and how it's changed maybe from a positivity, positive reinforcement standpoint, and maybe fading away are the older style coaching approaches?
Yeah, I think that's, beginning of my career, that's exactly it. That old school, kind of rah-rah mentality is getting, thrown out the window a little bit. I mean, every guy has their different approach. One way's, different than the others, but, they both have the same effect on guys, and I think Ralph's done a great job of understanding our dressing room and what we need, and the perfect balance between waking up the next day and going to work regardless if it's a win or loss the night before, and we've really embraced that, and we're excited to come to the rink, and that's what it's all about.
All right, let's dive into our audience questions here on Facebook Live. How do you feel about living in Buffalo? That's from Jeff.
Well, Jeff, I mean, I love it. It's been a lot of fun. The people here are great. I got my fiance out here with her 2 dogs. We're enjoying exploring the areas. Been able to do the trip down to Rochester and back a few times, so they get to see the country. But we're really enjoying it. A lot of good restaurants and stuff. So it's a cool place to call home.
What kind of dogs?
We got 2 French bulldogs.
Nice. What is your favorite part about playing for Buffalo? That is from Caitlin.
Yeah. I just think it's the guys. It's a great location. Like I said, I touched on the fans. They love their Sabres, and it's the same with the Bills. It's a sports city. The Bandits as well. The list can go on and on with all the sports teams here. But for us, we step on the ice, and people are passionate, and we care, and that's carries over to us in the room. Is when we try to get better and throughout a long season like this, you're gonna have your ups and downs. But being here, it's fun, and it's definitely a privilege and an honor to wear that Sabres logo.
Ben wants to know, and I'm sure he's tempering this with have another dozen years as a player, but he does ask, have you ever thought about coaching later in life?
Oh, my fiance asked me this question a lot, and it kind of scares me because, hopefully my best years are still ahead of me. I have a little bit, but I don't know if it'll be for me. There's so much video involved and everything like that, and again, I show up and go out and play. I have fun and that smile on my face, and I don't want it to ever become too much. So, we'll cross that bridge when it comes. I'm not ruling it out, but we'll see.
All right. What is your skincare routine? This is from Britt.
Well, Britt,
and I will say that's a first here on Facebook Live.
Whatever my fiance's got in the cabinet, I guess. No, I mean, life of a hockey player, I don't really care what I look like. Cause, I'm just trying to get on the ice and put the puck in the net. So, again, I don't even know.
All right. Very good. Honesty is the best policy. What is your second favorite sport? That is from Jeffrey.
Wow. Second favorite sports. I love the NFL, especially this past season being in Buffalo. Watching the Bills and jumping on that bandwagon. I can say that I'm a true Bills fan now, which is good.
Were you Seahawks at some point, being in Western Canada?
That would be the other team. So I do keep close tabs on them, but the Bills are number one. All their sports. I mean, being Canadian, Blue Jays, follow the baseball. Yep. The NBA, obviously, the heartfelt and stuff that's going on in that league. We're in a different sport, but everybody in that world feels the effect from that tragedy yesterday. But no, I mean all sports. I'm the type of guy, I go home and I'll throw on any type of event, whatever it is.
Yeah. Since you grew up in British Columbia, though, it is an incredible lacrosse hotbed. Did you ever play?
I didn't actually. That's one sport that I actually wanted to play. Wanted to try. Box lacrosse, I think, would have been my thing. I think my dad kind of always teased me, said it would be too rough. But looking back, I don't know if I would have survived in a lot of cross checks and stuff, but
you'd have survived.
Yeah, I'm happy with how my career's turned out in hockey.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Best food on the road, that comes from Adam.
Oh boy, best food on the road. I'm a steak guy. I don't really have any favorites, but any chance we get, I mean, I try and get the biggest steak I can in me, and and that's good. I mean, it's a cool perk of playing in the NHL is traveling to the big cities and getting to try new places to eat.
All right, we are here at the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Western New York, Fearless Family Zone at KeyBank Center. I want you to stop by here during home games. And again, 9 out of Buffalo's next 10 are at home. We want you to come here, create your own hockey trading cards, and record your favorite Sabres memory, this being the 50th season and all. Do you eat your wings with ranch or blue cheese? This question comes up regularly, and it's from Michael.
Is there a correct way to answer this? I feel like there is.
I did say honesty was the best policy earlier. That might not be the best approach here. So that means there is usually a particular answer, you should say.
Ranch.
Okay, I think we better go on to the next question. Who was your favorite player growing up?
Joe Sakic. Joe Sakic, from...
Burnaby Joe?
Yeah, just down the road, my summer in Kelowna. And cool memories, any chance, my dad and I we'd drive down usually once a season to watch, Colorado play Vancouver, to watch Joe Sakic live. So those are memories that, I'll always remember. And I idolize the person he was, the player he was, and that patented wrist shot.
So good, so quiet, so consistent, right? I mean, what a role model.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, now he's a guy in the front office here, and actually had the pleasure of talking with him this summer, and I had to kind of tell him I was going to lead another way. So that was an interesting experience as well, but I'm always going to remember watching him on the ice.
Appreciate the question from Mary Kate. Why number 27? Trevor asks that.
Yeah, well, actually, so growing up, I wore number 7. And, I got to the point where one year was taken. I don't know how they did back then. They drew names out of a hat, and 20 was there. So I just kind of picked that. Well, come to junior, both were taken. And I just put it together for 27. So that's the way it went. Again, when I got traded to Calgary, again, 27 was taken. So I went back to 20. But I think 27 looks better.
It's a great number. You're wearing it well right now, and obviously earning more and more time as we go on here with the club. This one, I don't think you can answer this one wrong. Favorite wing flavor? Nathan wants to know.
I actually really like honey garlic.
I don't mind honey garlic. It might not be the most common answer here in Buffalo, but it's still pretty darn good. What kind of music are you into? Paul wants to know.
Country. Big country guy.
Always?
A little bit of everything, depending if I'm in the gym or not. But if I'm on the road driving or hanging out, in the sunshine in the summer in Kelowna, it's usually country. My fiance is big into that, and we definitely love Nashville. It's a cool spot.
Yeah. Do you go to many shows? I know there's a huge country jam in Alberta. Is there anything like it in BC?
Yeah, they have the Merritt Music Fest, and I think is it Craven or something down the road, or in Washington State or something like that, or at the Gorge. But no, again, I haven't gone to a music festival yet, but no, we try and get out to concerts when we can, and obviously it's tough during the season, but it's stuff that we like to do.
Okay, last one. Just give us a sense of what you're feeling amongst the group, team specific here, as we dive into a really important next 3 weeks for you guys.
No, we're excited. Like I said, coming off the bye week, everyone was very chatty yesterday, reflecting on the week that it was.
But where were you for the week?
I was in Jamaica, actually, so I got a little bit of sun and stuff, but we're excited to be back and get back to work. It's the routine that we always love, and we get a chance to hop into a game day tomorrow. But we're excited. We've broken down the season into segments here, and we've been pushing well. We've been trending in the right direction. We've gone over a lot of meetings today, just kind of get ready for Ottawa tomorrow, and the game's on end. But like I said, big homestand here, and we're going to be ready.
Large contingent of Sabres in Jamaica?
We had a few guys, yeah. It was a lot of fun. Rasmus Dahlin was down there, Montour, Miller, and Hutton. So we got together a couple of the nights and stuff, and it's good to build those friendships and the relationships away from the rink.
Without a doubt, we appreciate everything today, Curtis, and folks, we thank Blue Cross Blue Shield of Western New York, the official healthcare plan of the Buffalo Sabres. Don't forget, a lot of home games, 9 of the next 10 here at KeyBank Center. Look forward to seeing you here very soon.